I'm gonna call the truck center console gun game because PCC doesn't really apply to pistols, and PCP sounds like a drug that you shouldn't get caught taking. It's a very popular arena right now. Daniel Defense has finally joined the party, and we're here to find out if they did a good job. So you can do whatever it is you do to make the money to afford this, which is a lot. I don't know, I might be broke. I might have to go get a Diamondback or something. Anytime we change anything about a platform, I think it's really important to keep our controls in the same spot. Daniel Defense has done a really nice job with their new PCP, as I'll call it, because it's a pistol caliber pistol, as you can see, a little brace action going on here. But it's in a basic AR-15 format, so our control features like our magazine release, our safeties, which are ambidextrous, our bolt catch, which is in the right spot, everything's in the right spot where I'm used to it being a guy who loves AR-15s. You should be a person who loves AR-15s too, because welcome to America, AR-15 is what we do. The other beautiful thing that they did is they've got actual CC Scorpion mags in here. Instead of some weird converted, it might be a 5.56 mag, it might be a weird mag that takes an adapter plate that nobody's got, that you lost and you can't replace, and a slew of other problems. These guys figured, you know what would be cool is if we talked to Magpul and got a CC Scorpion mag that retails for almost free so it could run in this gun and run reliably. Oh wow. Oh, the bad guy just fell down. I love this thing because of its so consistent with that trigger reset. The feel of it's just like every other AR in a good way. The controls are right where you need them to be in a good way. The feel is exactly how you want it to be in a good way. The recoil impulse is really, really easy. It's straight. The trigger reset's a little bit long though. Little long. But you can still do controlled stuff with it if you want to. It needs a fun switch. And you guys can see all this gas coming, like my nose is burning. There we go.
That's just a coconut.
It's good though. My God. You got eye drops? This is the worst one yet. It's terrible gassy. Really, really, really nice though. I just can't say enough about the controls of being familiar and comfortable. See how the ejection is way forward? Sights are typical for an AR. You know, the cheek weld's good. You could do this one-handed very, very easily. With the ejection pattern, you could run that thing left-handed very, very easy also. I put some generic, just regular, these are Springfield sights on here, don't tell them. But the cheek weld's good. Like you can get on this rifle, don't have to worry about your nose hitting, don't have to worry about your teeth hitting. I want to get that clip. There we go, out. The stimulus from that last round hold open is same as you'd expect, a little less percussion-y, violent than a 5.56 gun, but very predictable, very smoky. I'm gonna have to go clean my glasses. I don't think there's any complaints with how it functions, fires, it goes through ammo well, it does it suppressed, it does it unsuppressed, everything is just great about this gun. Optic ready, as you guys see, lots and lots of things that you can do there. Adjustable grip, this thing has everything that you'd want in an AR, and in a pistol caliber, and in a truck gun, and in a wallet draining ammo dumping factory. They set this guy up with quick disconnects for your sling right out of the gate. M-lock all the way around. The hand stops on it right out of the factory. The SB Tactical brace has quick disconnects on both sides, so you can get this thing and carry it really, really close. I don't know why you'd carry it on the back like, you know, a hunting gun, but if you wanted to, you could do that too. Lots of ways you can really mount that thing and get it to run. I love the idea of having this on this side for me, because I'm right-handed, so I can swing that out on a single point, so our 2-point sling. There is a single point sling adapter in there also. This is a short enough gun where that might be usable. I'm not a big fan of single point slings because they get you. Standard AR trigger parts, so that's good if you've got, if you're in a state where forced resets are legal or got some crazy stuff you don't tell your AFT friends about. You can do it in there. Ambi controls, yeah, it's good. All the way ambi controls. Makes me wonder if they're going to do another caliber in this thing with the way that is.
Why not?
Well, it's like, what do we got for going on for adapters here? I get that they've got a spring in there for some ambi controls, but I just feel like that has the option of offering a different magazine. That seems like I mean, it's pinned in place, so it's a removable piece. Why are you there, little buddy? What do you do? It might just be to hold it in too for the different style magazine release, but it would surprise me if they didn't come out with like a 10 millimeter or everybody's doing it 5.7. Daniel Defense's stuff, for the most part, for all of my experience, has been really, really good quality in their rifles and pistol caliber pistols. I'm not going to talk about that new actual handgun they've got, the Hudson or Daniel Defense. I don't like, you know, we're not going there. Their barrels are hammer forged. One of the neat things is their barrels are hammer forged at the same time as their chambers. So in theory, there's no opportunity for machining to get out of place, for that chamber to go in crooked, for anything to really go wrong in that. In theory, that's a perfect barrel. So it should be the most accurate carbine-ish in 9mm that you can get, according to that as a standalone reference point. The trigger's pretty good for a factory meh trigger. They did a nice job. I'd take it out, I'd swap in your favorite, whether it's a Guy's Lee or a CMC, or pick your poison, drop it in. It's the same bolt pattern, everything's just dropping, cassette style, it's great. All in all, I think they got a win. I think a couple concerns, I don't like that space. I don't know if you got that space in there, John. That suppressor's all the way tight. Is it cold enough to get, here, let's take that off of there. Got our deck of cards we can play. Look at how long that is. It's ridiculously long.
And that's too long. That's too long.
Can't thread the piston in long enough or deep enough to get all that thread. So that's a lot of thread. I do love the way this looks though. Like it gives kind of that LWRC SMG feel. I don't know, something, I think it's the hand stop that does it, but I just love that bulldog-ish front end. So cosmetics are important. Looks do matter. Size does matter. It all matters, people. Let's take it to the board, see how it does. The Daniel Defense PCC kind of asks that question of, did we need another PCC? What can Daniel Defense bring to the table that nobody else has that's gonna be better, that's gonna make you spend a large sum of your hard-earned dollars on a gun that you don't, or maybe not, maybe you do need, but probably don't need over a regular AR style in 5.56 or 300 blackout or whatever your favorite caliber is that you already own. The board will tell us the answer of, do you need this gun? Does it suck? The shooting experience for me was really good. The recoil impulse, trigger reset, familiarity of grips, and where my fingers and hands are supposed to go, this thing did a great job of shooting. It wasn't a 5. Even with the suppressor on there, it still left a little bit to be desired in how that muzzle lift happened. Is it optic ready? Well, of course it's optic ready. It's an AR style. It's got lots of rail. We can put optics anywhere. We can put at-pals on the side and all that jazz. Very much optic ready. Did not have anything with it, so it's optic ready. I think a 4 is reasonable. The adjustable grip part of this, it's not just about the pistol grip on this one. Can we mount grips to the front? Legally speaking, we can only do AFGs, barricade stops. We can't do a vertical grip and keep it legal as not SBR. In this instance, it's not an SBR. It does have an adjustable grip. In the fact that we can replace it or add to it in the front, kinda. Extras. This is an AR platform gun. It has every extra in the world. You wanna hang a kitchen sink off of this, it's got M-lock. No vertical grips, so guys, it's illegal. Can't do it, shame on you for thinking it. Carry score, the gun's got one single point sling adapter over here, well, a sling adapter over here, a single point sling adapter here, sling adapter there. You can do 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. This gun's very carryable. Carry score for me on this gun's gonna be pretty high. One thing that it gets a little bit of a hit on is that I can't fold the stock. So the overall length, because of that buffer tube, stays a little long for, am I carrying it in a vehicle? On the body, it's great. In a vehicle, We need to figure out a way to make this gun this long so I can fold that stock. Overall, it does really well though. It's still nice and short. It'd be up here if it had a foldable stock or some way to get that out of the way. Does it fill a need? You guys know me, I love to go to the mall with my wife and my kids and carry a gun with me in the truck when I stay in there and not go inside because I don't want to go to the mall. But it does fill a need of, I need a short gun. Need is a pretty strong word, I realize, but I need a short gun to fit in my center console of my truck when I see those random zombies or whatever I'm shooting out the window. I need something for a backpack. I need common magazines where I can find them in the field, used, offset zombies or mall warriors or whatever. It's not a very strong need. I'm stretching here. It doesn't fill a need that we couldn't fill somewhere else, but it does fill a need that it does things that other guns may or may not do this well specifically. Does it suck? No.
I think you should give it a 2 on the ability.
You think it should?
Here's why. Here's my argument.
Here's why. Okay, all right.
This gun is a smaller caliber, but the same size as your 223,
A 5.56.
your 5.56 pistol.
Well, you could look at ballistics or two. Okay, well, I mean, yeah.
I just think, why would you ever choose that over a 5.56?
Yeah, more controllability, better. Well, it's not better ballistics. So, okay, we're gonna cut back to that. Does it fill a need? Because I don't think you're wrong. It's just a hard judge call of like,
cuts the stock, and so it flips,
it folds.
it's smaller.
Yeah, it gets you in there. Yeah,
And so it's like there's a need there. It's different than what you could just get out of your AR pistol.
Yeah, there are better platforms for this caliber in the same type of meh. So does it fill a need? Not that we can't fill in a better way. Does it fill a need that you need it? Yeah, because the cool factor, but not in the idea that I need to have a 9mm that's this long. I don't have a tape measure, and you don't want to see how I'd measure it with markers.
A magic marker.
Does it fill a need? Not a big need. No, not a giant need. I have things that will do the same job shorter in potentially a more effective caliber than a 9mm and suppress better and blah, 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 blah. But it is super cool, and it has tons of features that it offers that other guns don't, especially with the characteristics how it shoots. Does it suck? Absolutely not. You know we can't give it a 5. Because that's the rule, is it's got to be all 5s to give it a 5 down there and have the Miracle Gun. This did not make Miracle Gun. However, I still feel like it gets it's like, we're going to put it over here in that 4 section because it has some holes to fill, but it doesn't suck in the fact that it does take magazines that are non-proprietary. It shoots extremely well. It takes AR-15 triggers. It takes AR-15 stocks, which unfortunately don't fold. Ambi controls on this are really, really nice. Overall, it does not suck. How does it score? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 27, 26? 26. Doesn't suck, guys. There you go. Now this is where I don't tell you to watch more of our videos and subscribe and like our videos, or we'll tell your wife about those subscriptions that you've got that she doesn't want you to know, that she knows, that you don't know that she knows. Subscribe, or we're gonna tell her. We're gonna find out where those magical credit card bills go to, of that credit card that you don't tell her about, for those things that you buy that you didn't buy at the gun shop, hopefully, not at the other stores that you don't go to. Come to our range. Check this gun out amongst many others. Shoot what may or may not be select fire firearms. We have them all. Cool guns, big guns, little guns. I think if there was a Trump gun, you could do that one too. We don't have a Trump gun for rent. Did baffle strike, so it must be all right.
Have you ever had a baffle strike?
Yeah. That guns blow up.
Does it feel different?
Break in half.
Oh my gosh, really?
Oh, yeah. I've done a little bit of shooting in my years. Hard to believe, I know, but it's true.